I'm just going to talk about stuff just so you guys know about it, but we will really never know about stuff, or we would never use anything other than swerve unless it's like we have to go for big bumps. So this used to be an hour-long section. It is comments. I mean, we talked about this before. Keys to FRC, simplicity, durability, and then you can have drive practice, and you can win every event. It's easy. So COTS parts. If you hear us talk about COTS parts, Michael, where are you going? COTS parts, commercially off-the-shelf parts, are any part that we don't make ourselves. So it's like if we buy bolts, if you see those rubber wheels, we get those from Andy Mark and West Coast Products, the gearboxes, Last Anvil, just stuff we would buy. We try to buy most of our stuff just to save time. We have a smallish team, so we don't want to be making everything in-house.
So
drivetrain, most important part of your robot. It drives you around the field. Back in the day, there was like 10 different styles that you could choose from. Now it's just swerve. It's so much better. Back in the day, it used to be so expensive, hard to program everything. We can do it in 2 days. It's easy now. And it has to be the most reliable thing. If our intake breaks or something, you still want to be able to play defense. Next, typical drivetrain motors, if you've seen them around the shop. And these are what we use. Like we don't use, there's many other ones. We don't even use Neos. We just use these. So I'm going to go over what we use. Krakens, big Krakens, little Krakens, kind of the same. They just have more, the bigger ones have more power. You could skip, or not that one. You can go back to them. Just wheels that we use for our swerve drive. The treaded wheels that you actually have to screw. You know, it's a sheet that you have to screw onto the wheel. Very high traction. It's just annoying to screw it on to the actual wheel. Next. Now, new for this year, we kind of cobbled them together ourselves last year, but we have these molded wheels that are very wide. Very nice. They're better, equal to the other ones. They're just molded. Next. Pneumatic. Don't use these on swerve drive, but like on a tank drive, kind of like a car where you can literally fill air into it. We used these in 2016 to jump over the obstacles. Here's a little video of 2016 poofs. This is their autonomous modes. So they were able to jump over. It absorbed a lot of the impact. This is why I talk about a terrain game. Hasn't happened since 2016. So I personally hate terrain games. I don't think there should ever be a terrain game, but it's possible.
2026 is going to be a terrain game.
I hope not. That would be miserable.
It's going to be
Coulson wheels, if you've seen these in the shop, like on our demo bot, just solid rubber wheels. They're using battle bots, very durable. We can have these on swerve as well. Tank drive. Once again, not many teams use it. Like 80-some% teams are on swerve now. Basically, it's called a tank drive because it's like a tank. One side, you turn by one side going forward, one side going back. Both sides going forward to drive. A West Coast drive is kind of when the wheels are on the outside. That allows your wheels to be all the way towards the ends to make it easier to turn. This is actually what our demo bot is, a 2x2 where Omni wheels in the front, traction wheels in the back. You can play this. So you can see how you can control where you turn. None of this stuff applies to us other than the demo bot, but they used to be a hot thing back in the day. Now no one does anything. And you can see this autonomous mode where you can see it is pivoting, I think, right there. This used to be an incredible autonomous mode. It's like a two-hour thing now. It worked the first try. Next.
You should have started moving those hands up and down.
This was also an insane autonomous mode where this is 2015 where they could pick up all of the game pieces that were on the field in autonomous and carry them across the line. They were on Einstein. Next, wheels. We would never ever use these in any scenario. Very popular in FTC because there's not defense in FTC. And you can kind of see they have angled wheels. We use mechanism wheels for intakes and stuff like that. I need to start going faster, but swerve drive, this is what we use. These are our modules, the swerve drive specialties. So you have your steering motor. Does everyone know how like a swerve module works where one motor controls the rotation, the other one controls the spinning? So our wheel spins and it also spins rotationally as well. This used to be an insane thing back in the day, 2014, where you can actually face a game piece. Everyone has seen our robot drive, so we can skip. Yeah, this used to be, this year, maybe like 1 out of every 100 teams had swerve drive. It actually was very rare back then. Now this is, once again, like a 2-hour auto to program. Back in the day, it was incredible. Once again, never use this, but I love this robot. Kiwi drive, where you have 3 Omni wheels in a triangle, and you can drive in any direction. The reason why they used it was like because it was a tripod, so you could go up on these bumps and still maintain all 3 points. Yeah, you can play this video. Would never do this. It's one of the only robots ever to do it.
Kiwi for a reason?
No, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe Australia or something. I don't know. New Zealand. Yeah, this game there was no defense. You're literally separated half and half of the field. So if someone did this in 2019, Robonauts. So you have a tank drive with Omni wheels that you can kind of drive sideways. We have swerve drive. We can drive sideways. Next, these are the monstrosities that we used to make. Not we are bad. Teams to try to do good back in the day. All of this is just drivetrain, like 80 pounds just drivetrain, where they would actually have mechanism wheels that kind of actuated down. We have swerve drive now. That's 30 some pounds. So this is like you can see the wheel dropping down in the middle, just to drive sideways. Next, this is kind of sick, same thing. People used to do crazy stuff with drivetrains back in the day when FRC was fun. These things,
But it was fun.
I was just kidding. No, it's when you used to have to cobble to like take apart hand drills and use that type of stuff. No one does this anymore. Maybe we should do this next year. Get bowling balls and drive on bowling balls. Just to flex. I don't know. Tank treads.
Tank treads. You saw those?
I used to think those were the sweetest thing. Some team didn't have any drivetrain, just sheet metal on the ground, and they would just climb that match, and that was it. Can't fail for any reason. So we talked about this before. Tightening bolts. This is a pit crew thing as well. Doing checks between each manipulators. Yes.
In 2026, we should just make an actual tank.
We should with an actual turret.
Yeah.
Manipulators are the things that score the game piece or do whatever you need to do to the game piece. I mean, 2010, it was kick the soccer ball. I mean, you're always picking up game pieces. Whatever you do to the game piece, that's a manipulator. Same thing, we kind of use, we don't have any of these, but we're probably using Krakens for everything on the robot just because they are the most powerful things. It has the controller built in, so you don't have to have a separate thing with wires. Some of you guys might have seen these max planetaries or versaplanetaries to increase the torque of the motor and reduce the speed. We're trying to design around those this year to make the robot lighter, but next, scissor lifts. We used to have this. We never ever should do a scissor lift. They're very not stable and very heavy for what they are. You see we did an elevator this year, 2018, 2023. We do elevator as well. It's just, it's way easier and it's way lighter. So elevator, carriage goes up and down, kind of it. And elevators are nice because your mass is not moving in and out. It's just going up and down. We can skip this. This is an example of our robot from 2018. One of our very good elevators. Very good robot. It's just everyone's seen this year's robot, getting a thing from the ground to up high. So we had to place these milk crates up on this platform thing. One of our downsides that year was not making it high enough. So when we started losing, we couldn't score on this thing.
Just don't lose. It's just that simple.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because you see this thing tilting down. So when you are starting to get beaten, it gets higher. Then you kind of you can't come back because we can't score. A continuous is what we did this year, where the carriage is always the highest part. And you can see it hits the top of the inner stage and raises up. This is on the infield of Minute Maid Field in Houston. Single jointed arm, something we don't have much experience in. Only because until recently we couldn't program it. But this was like my favorite robot as a student. Like Moe's 2010 robot, it's just an arm. Just lifts up a tube and that's kind of it. This is the example. This is the exciting gameplay from back in the day.
Is that low?
It's not working. It's my IP video.
Damn, you don't like
Just take the
Moe.
URL.
Basically, you just take these inflatable tubes.
Just take the URL from the video.
Like I'm supposed to know exactly.
No, they're all embedded. No.
I'm supposed to respect those.
Is this how fast the rest of it's gonna go?
I can't. I'm speeding up.
Yeah, it's just not. It's not
Even if you click again,
Why would you make them embedded?
because it was 2014. I don't even know if there's Google Docs back then.
Watch it.
Yeah, watch it from here. This is a 4-bar arm. I didn't really explain that as well. It's just arms. An arm just goes up and down, grabbing a game piece. Some of the problems with arms is like if you grab it here, you're saying I'm changing the orientation of the game piece. Whereas a 4-bar, you have 2 bars, so it kind of keeps it like this. Okay, next. This actually used to be, I think when oh no.
I don't know why it won't let me just do it from the slide that we're on.
All right, we can skip all videos going forward, and if it's something cool, we can. So this next one was a robot my freshman year, 2008. We made. I used to say that we should never do multi-jointed arms, but now like everyone's making multi-jointed arms.
It's not going any faster, I'm so sorry.
Come on, Aiden.
We're going
what
through the
happens when
first
you use
and
Microsoft
second
products,
part.
kids. Don't use Microsoft products.
Why isn't this a Google Dot?
2014.
2014.
When was this made?
Whichever questions you have, you can answer with because it was made in 2014.
No.
When was Queen Elizabeth born?
2014.
I'm already on the LUNATECS
When did the LUNATECS disband?
distribution based off of
2014.
everything's based off of Ubuntu.
What, 2 blue banners, 2014.
You haven't even said dates like 1999.
It was our best robotic performance, 2 blue banners.
Year 1999, set in 2014.
I'm like, it's not 32.
Yo, Aiden, can you go any faster?
No, actually, I can't. That won't help, I promise.
No, we'll just start them over. And then we can just wait. We're trying to get back.
Can't you like click on it from the, like go out of this and then click on it from
It always starts from the beginning.
why?
I don't know.
It's Microsoft?
Because it's Microsoft.
Almost there. Come on, you're almost there.
Probably because these are like 100 megabyte videos embedded.
Yeah, that would do it.
All right, so this was our robot my freshman year. It's
What? All right, yeah, but just put the phone away. I mean, you can play with the cube, but put the phone away, okay?
motor on each joint. This used to be a crazy thing to do and something we wouldn't recommend. I mean, we should test it out in the off season, but teams in the last couple of years have been doing insane group multi-jointed arms. I don't know. Is this thing? This was like
Oh my God.
an insane. It's like the least FRC robot of all time. They just sat there and moved the stacks onto the platform. It's like they did not move the entire match. They just planted themselves there, put out this platform, just stacked. Here's also like 971. This carbon. Okay, we can see that. But it's just a crazy carbon fiber arm that now lots of people copy. This is a couple years ago. I can't believe people are coming back. Can you believe? I thought these arms were dead, and now everyone's doing these multi-jointed arms. I think with maybe the new brushless motors are coming back. Okay, intakes. Touch it, own it. Touch it, own it means like if we're driving into a game piece, as soon as we make contact, we want control of it. We don't want to be like pushing it around the field. To do that, you have to have spinny wheels, and they need to be spinning fast enough. This is a horizontal roller. It's just a roller horizontal. That's it. It's like good for these game pieces, 4 round game pieces on the floor. Not working?
Nope.
This might used to be considered the best robot of all time, maybe. Just a roller on the top with some forks at the bottom. Same thing.
It's a big game piece.
It was. It was like, how big were the
2011 or 2014? 36-inch diameter? Yeah.
Yeah, these weren't even that big, but the ones in 2008 were like this big. It's crazy. It's the intake from 2017.
Yes. So smooth.
Was it? So, and this is what we determined this with prototyping: top, bottom roller versus side rollers. People use side wheels on the side during this. This was also amazing at the time.
What a game this was.
I hate this.
It looks horrible.
It was.
There's a person up in the field on these things.
For real?
Yep.
That must have been fun.
So like the human player was in the actual ship, pulling these pegs up.
Oh, that looks dope.
So you see it go up to the
Take
ship?
gears off and put them in a line and then spin them to spin these things in the middle of the field to get more points. It was wild.
Maybe after we'll show you guys a match or something.
Yeah.
No,
Side rollers rolling on the side. We're going to start speeding this up. This is the best robot of this year. Oh, wait, that wasn't working? This is the best robot of this year, 254. Where we had these totes that are in our shop. We're the game piece. You had to intake these totes, stack them, and
What's the trash can?
You stack it, what is it, double the points
So
if
the
you had it
trash
on
can
top?
On top will triple your point count on that stack.
Yep.
Oh. Well, that's dope.
But there's only a certain amount on the field.
So this is like a typical, but like I said, you don't have bumpers this year. You don't interact with the other team. Horrible game. There's no strategy involved. You just do what you do.
Stack.
You just stack. It's like people think it was like some psyop from Amazon to steal people's IP or something. This was like an old. So Chief Duffy is a website, but it used to be a team, Team 47, where they would have bands coming in from all directions to intake. I think kind of like some people. It's so you can have a full width intake, but intake it into the middle, so it centers it before it enters the robot.
Interesting.
El Toro. Someone did this year as well, where you just have two spinning rods like a Maestro, and intake big game pieces. Some typical intake wheels. Next, Omni wheels. Some people might know what these are. They have little tiny rollers perpendicular to the outside mechanism wheels, 45-degree angle.
Do we like mechanism?
For intakes, yes, very much. So next, I think it's really easy to center. It's really easy to center. So you know that CD7, it has bands. You just need to have a shaft with mechanism wheels on it, and it does the same thing. Okay, I already went over this. Next, conveyors. Conveyors are used to move game pieces throughout your robot with bands or just a bunch of wheels or something like that. We did one in 2022. This is my favorite robot of all time. You just have these rubber bands bringing it to the top. That robot scored more points in autonomous than we did for an entire event. This is ours. I think this is a video. That's our best robot of all time. Not that one. This one. Wait, go back. I think this one's not a video too.
Oh, I see.
That's our best robot of all time. Amazing.
13.
Went like 40 and 10 or something.
Why would it shoot frisbees?
Shot frisbees. Play this. Yeah, conveyors just move stuff in a long distance, like a conveyor.
So they missed a little bit.
Hot dog roller conveyor is like if you want like the floor of your robot to be moving, you can just have a bunch of hot dog roller. We call them hot dog rollers, but just round rollers, or just like a belt type thing. So this is 2017. This is not a robot. This is a demo in someone's pit, but yeah, the floor is moving and it feeds into the thing.
That looks chaotic.
That looks like popcorn.
That would mean.
Wheeled shooters. Everyone knows what a wheeled shooter. Use the wheels to shoot. You use wheels to shoot game pieces. Lots of the stuff is outdated, but you can increase like your shot accuracy by two ways, either three ways: adding more motors, adding weight to your wheel, or having more time around the actual wheel to spin up. Next, this is a example.
Nope. Unfortunately.
Damn. Oh well. So this is an example of a flywheel where they have a spinning mass right here that can kind of keep some of the energy into the wheel as you shoot game pieces.
I have a question. Does anyone know why you lose accuracy? Like, let's say you just have a standard shooter without like any sort of flywheel. Does anyone know why you would lose accuracy as you're shooting?
You don't like Gabe's?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just go on a limb and say recoil.
Not exactly, but Mike, do you want to tell them or sure?
Moment, it says at the bottom, but moment of inertia. You keep energy in the wheel. And so if you have a light wheel, it's going to stop. Like the weight spinning outside will stop easier. So yeah, I don't know. Do you have a better moment of inertia?
So you think, right, so as you're shooting a ball, right, you're compressing the ball on the wheel because you have a lot of friction that the wheel is going to be pressed against the ball, right, to shoot the ball. So that means that you're taking force out of your wheel because it's having to resist, right, as it propels the ball, right? So if you have a bunch of balls like in 2017 where you're shooting a ton of them at once, the faster you shoot, the more it's going to start to slow down your wheel, right? And you're going to start to lose that speed, and that's why your ball's going to start to drop and miss the goal. So when you add weight to the wheel, it helps you maintain your speed. It takes a longer time to build up the speed, but once you're there, it has so much more momentum because of the weight that it won't slow down as fast.
It's just like if you had like a dolly with weight on it and you pushed it, someone's going to have a harder time to stop it if it has more weight versus empty. Here's an example of flywheel where you have like 100 game pieces in the actual robot. So you can see, and we had to score, we didn't make one ball the entire year, but the goal was this big. So or you could also have multiple wheels in a row. that would also preserve, because if you're only putting the game piece at contacting one wheel, that helps as well.
Wait, Mike, what's that team's number?
Huh?
The red?
I don't know. I don't see what you're talking about. Hot team. Look them up.
Yeah, we don't know.
One of the best teams of all time.
They won in 2005.
They are one of the best teams of all time.
Maybe 2007?
You could also add more motors. Like I said, this team had like 5 motors or 6 motors around. Just throw motors at the problem and it fixes everything.
That was a good year.
The Eagle titanium. 1986.
So compression, like Nate talked about compression just now. Compression is a huge factor, maybe the main factor of a shooter. And it's only determined through prototyping. Like 2016, we had 2 inches of compression. Those little plastic balls in the shop, you have very little compression just because they're harder. Some examples of shooter wheels that we have. You could skip this. We don't really use this anymore. Example of these wheels being used. Not during a real match. I can't find where. I might have the only copy of this. They deleted this. This is California. This is like your average Californian event.
Bro, California bros.
This year with these big game pieces, I remember we talked about wheels, like using wheels for a shooter, and no one thought it was possible. And then now the best teams in the world used wheels. Yeah, they were able to shoot like 20-some balls per second, something like that.
These are worth like a third of a point each or something?
Yeah.
But if you scored 40 of them, you got a ranking point. So it's like...
No, but like legitimately like a third of...
Oh, yeah. They were not valuable. They were only for the ranking.
They were not even a whole point per ball. They were less than a point per ball.
But if you score 20-some a second...
So repeat, teams getting like a decimal of a point at the end of rounds?
No, they just didn't count it until it was a whole point.
rounded.
And you can see the Cheesy Poofs scored 20-some a second. In FMA, our region, only 2 teams could score balls, like even capable of scoring balls. That's kind of, I don't even know why. It doesn't seem that hard, but.
Scores in that game were like 300 plus, so we just like, like a half a point per ball.
Yep.
It's not really worth it.
This is another wheeled shooter that was like kind of dangerous, honestly. Like people are shooting full court with hard plastic frisbees. I don't even know what robot I meant to watch that one.
Oh, a turret? Maybe 254.
Oh yeah, 254 here, where you had to go across the train.
Wasn't this that one where people selected what was on the field?
It was, yeah. Did they still have that at Worlds? I don't remember that.
Yeah, but they eliminated.
I don't know. That was kind of a good game. I hated it because that was our worst robot of all time, but.
I love the protection on the offense.
Okay, this was, so turrets. Does everyone know turrets? This is from last year. Perfect example of a turret at the end. Ignore the parts in the beginning.
That's EPA.
Estimated point.
So why we would want to do a turret over just sort of changing our drivetrain is at the end where you're at the base and you can just be scoring without backing up, like this.
That's a lot of degrees of freedom.
Like, we're kind of decent at making turrets. That's well, we want to make that one in the shop for prototyping or for programming, but we can build them. We just kept this in there, and I mean, I don't know. Reminder: we did not score 1 ball this entire year. We tried.
We didn't score a ball for 2 years straight.
we actually didn't. 2016 and 2017, we didn't score 1 ball. Miss Daisy scored more in auto. 971 made a catapult in 2022, but people don't really make catapult. Catapults used to be popular, but we can skip. The catapults are just like from the movies, catapult launching thing. Usually because you want to score fast, and it's not possible really with a. Like, look how much surgical tubing people had in 2000. Stuff used to be kind of dangerous. Check my YouTube channel of a video of our string breaking on our elevator, on our catapult. I don't know why. Oh, they use pneumatics for the catapult. Very good robot. kind of a boring game. There was only one game piece on the field at a time. So endgame, I think this is winding down. Endgame is for the new people, the part at the end of the match. Explain endgame, Nate.
Endgame, so there's 3 parts of it every match, right? You have your autonomous, which is in the beginning. You have your teleoperated period, which is when the driver takes the control. And then you have the endgame period, which is typically the last 30 seconds of the match. And from there, usually you're given a very complex challenge that you have to complete, and you get usually a pretty high benefit. So it's under a time constraint, right? A lot of times this year you could climb the cage at any point in the match, but a lot of times in many games there's certain rules that prohibit you from participating in the end game until the end. So like in 2017 with the Steamworks, you had to climb a rope, but you couldn't actually deploy the rope until the last 30 seconds.
Yeah, the person in the actual field deployed the rope. So it's something different every time. This is our robot in 2007, my first event at Duel, where we were able to lift up 2 robots next to us. You got points for robots lifted above a foot. Somehow we did that, but I don't know. This year you had to just get off of, your bumpers had to be over this platform. So some teams grappled on, or something had to be there. I don't remember what it was. This was interesting, and ours is in the shop. You release a little tiny mini bot, launch up, and you hit at the top of the pole. This is kind of boring one, but you would balance.
This one's not working.
Wait for it to load, because this one is, or is it not?
This is like the 2023 one.
Yeah, you just have a platform, and you just
A little bit like that. Yeah.
usually 2 robots on your lines. This is actually insane. Out of 3,000 some teams, only like 40 teams could do this worldwide.
That was the hardest end game in my opinion of all time.
2024 might have been harder, but
No, it was this.
yeah, maybe at the time, but looking back.
Yeah.
20 seconds, red line 74, blue line.
So this team had this big red claw that would just climb up. And the thing is like 10 feet, 12 feet up in the air too. Yeah, a team in our region, 75, not to call them out, they fell from all the way from the top. It just crumpled their entire. It's kind of scary. This is a fantastic team. This is us. We launched a grappling hook, grabbed it, and pulled ourselves up.
That was probably the team we thought.
20. I think I blocked this, but this is also us, where we have the ramps come down.
Watch this one in Will's presentation earlier.
Is this where this is not legal anymore, but I kept it in. So cheesecake used to be a thing where like high-end teams would bring these mechanisms with them with the only intent on, this used to be a massive thing, like a competitive thing, where you would just spend the whole competition finding a team that didn't really run, and you would install something on the robot to make them amazing for playoffs. So Citrus Circuits made these 100 millisecond carbon fiber can grabbers, and you can see that moving cinder blocks up that would only sit underneath a team. They made it illegal now, but like you can't make modifications to other teams. Next.
So to give some perspective, right? Just to give you guys some context, right? So these cans were in the middle of the field.
Oh yeah.
And both alliances had.
So it was like critical.
And basically, essentially, what happened at Worlds is that they were worth so many points where whoever got the cans first just won the match, right? So that's why it was so important to get them at Worlds so quickly.
And this one, it never came to be on the field, but it passed inspection of these. I think there was like money changing hands.
Paid off the inspector.
Delete that also. But
They bribed them.
so they would shoot the cans. Even if you didn't score the cans, if you prevented them from scoring, you kind of guaranteed your win. So this was like 60 milliseconds or something, and then it would all contract. That's it. I'm done. Yes.
Okay.
Why was it called cheesecaking? It was something with the poos.
Yeah, it was something to do with the groups. But yeah, so just to give more context, like Mike was saying, so cheesecaging would be when a team would bring a mechanism like that harpoon, right? And then they would work with another team that they planned to pick in eliminations, and then they would try to attach it throughout the last day of the event, right?
Yes. Yeah, you would find like, they also made it illegal because some teams were literally like, kind of like convincing teams to just strip everything off of the robot. So then that leaves them in like a bad state for the next event. It's like maybe not at Worlds, but like say we're at Hapro, and we have to take everything off the robot too. It was this.
One of the most complicated turrets in all.
Oh, yeah.
Suction cup climb?
Yeah, suction climb.
I don't think Imagine Dragons are.
Wait, go to M Marandola 3.
It's called Warriors.
Oh, you can show. Oh yeah, show them that, but then you can show them Steamworks too.
Yeah, scroll down, or might have to go in my videos.
This is definitely not. This is getting cut out.
Is that song copyright?
Yeah, I'm done with the YouTube video. Oh wait, here's our. Yeah, play this.
Which one?
The band video down the bottom.
Oh boy.
Oh no, don't play the band video. Actually, it doesn't exist.
I mean, we'll cut it out.
No, I was saying this.
We can cut that out. Oh, that. Oh, that.
This isn't supposed to exist on the internet.
We got in a lot of trouble.
We actually did get in a lot of trouble. I thought you were playing the Mr. Wick video.
Oh yeah, you can play that too. Wait, yeah, go back.
Where is it?
Wait, go up to our. I wanted to show the suction. Go up. Yeah, this is our suction test this year for our end game. Yeah, we were able to do it, but then yeah, pull up the.
Oh my goodness.
Nate, do shout out Nate. It's way farther down. The it's called like or something.
So Mike and I also
It's right here.
put together the heart thing that you guys saw too. Mike and me put together that.
This one. This is what we're talking about. Stored energy is. Stored energy could be dangerous.
Yeah, that can be a little. Some years were a little more dangerous than others. Watch closely.
That's amazing. No.
Wait, what was wrong with that first video?
Because
Nate was sitting on something when it was climbing up.
The robot had fallen or something. So you know,
That doesn't look
something.
really
Let's put it this way: it was a different time.
You were also very frail at the time.
That's true. So you can see the human players are on those airships in the middle, which is pretty sweet. Like they're on the field.
Yep.
Yeah, I know. It was all 1676 boys.
FRC was so much
It was
cooler back in like
and they climbed up a little
2017.
ladder.
How many of the balls are on the field?
I think like 600.
Yeah, there's something like
Nate,
that.
circles, not Nate.
Okay, so
Aiden.
Just call him anything. He has a lot of
Yeah, this game was sweet. I love Steamworks. Mike hates Steamworks. I hated this game with my whole life.
I hate it. It wasn't great.
I liked it.
wait, hold on.
Where's the Festival of Champions was so cool.
That was a great concept.
For one night.
The B movie.
No, I'm done.